And we live. Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the 6th episode of Australia Got Tech Talent Show. Thank you so much for finding some time to joining us, and I'm hoping you're enjoying your Thursday lunch if you're in Sydney or Melbourne or in Australia or whatever evening, morning. So I hope you're enjoying any time of the day you have at the moment. So I'm Jana Martins. I'm your Australia Got Tech Talent host, the event that gives perfect platform for the tech startups founders to share their personal story, showcase their unique value proposition, and receive invaluable feedback from our judging panel. As a tech entrepreneur, you may struggle to convey the true essence of your tech innovation in relatable, human way. So that's why we believe in the power of incorporating your personal journey and engaging with the audience. So today's event goes like beyond technical capabilities, focusing on the skills that set a lot of technical talent apart, such as creativity, storytelling, problem solving, emotional intelligence, and so on. So please make sure to tag and share this video with your colleagues and friends who need to hear this. So please, I do ask you, don't forget to introduce yourselves in the comments. Let us know what you do and join our show with your questions and comments. So we're streaming live today on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. So we are running show monthly. So every last Thursday of the month, 12 p.m. So please stay tuned and join us on all upcoming months. And if you make sure you never miss the next show, join our meetup group to receive the invites for the upcoming events. And we're hoping to do some big face-to-face events sometime in the middle of the next year as well. So please have your questions ready for Shuch, and keep in mind that we have a prize for audience favorite at the end of the year as well. So please make sure that you stay till the end and participate in voting. I'll tell you a bit of voting in a second, but yes, so two things. Make sure you say hi in the comments and make sure you vote at the end of the presentation as well. So before I'll pass it over to Shuch, our today's speaker and contestants, I would like to introduce our judging panel. So they will be evaluating the presentation today based on 3 criteria: innovation and creativity, engagement and audience impact, and as well as problem solving. So we have quite a few people joining. Andrew's here saying hi, Philippa's here, Caesar's here from Perth. Thank you for joining us. Dan is here, Tinesh is here, Rashmi's here, Anna's here. Thank you guys for saying hi to us. So, and if you haven't said hi, I can see you. Please make sure to say hi to us, because that's nice. We know that you're watching. So it's enough of me. Let's go to the introduction of our judging panel. And please, we'll start with Natasha, please.
Hi, everyone. Great to be here today. It's really great to be involved in things like this. I'm a tech entrepreneur, investor, and now startup employee in the space industry. So I feel your pain today, Shuch. I'm out there raising my Series A at the moment. So it's good to be judged and be judgy. So good luck today.
Thank you. Sean, please.
Hi, everyone. Sean Durrani from Stripe. Solution engineer, so work with lots of our partners and users, from enterprise down to startups. As you're aware, Stripe's got a long history of working with startups, so really eager to hear your presentation, Shuch.
Thank you, Sean. And please.
Yeah, hi everyone. It's Ant Moran here from Akamai Technologies. I've been in the technology arena for the last 30 years. So Shuch, I'm really keen and eager to hear what you've got to share with us today. So this will be, I think, my 3rd or 4th Australia's Got Tech Talent. So let's get started.
Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone. We have a few more people saying hi. Chira's here, Mark is here. Good afternoon, everyone. Suresh is here, Prasanna is here. Thank you so much, guys, for saying hi. That's important for us to know that you're here and listening. So for everyone in the audience, please be ready to vote as well. So the judging criteria, as I mentioned, is those three ones: innovation and creativity, engagement and audience impact, and problem solving. So to judge, you need to put three numbers in the comments at the end of the presentation. So, and obviously judges will have their scoring as well. So that's again enough of me now. So all eyes on Shuch today and her presentation, please. And don't forget to unmute yourself.
Hello. Thank you so much, Yana. And thanks, judges, for your time. And I can see a lot of people tuning in, which is fantastic. I can actually see a lot of old names, which is great to have you back all. Thank you. It's such a privilege. So in terms of my story, I'll probably go back a little bit in terms of how I define myself, and probably we will start from there. And I think there's a lot of relevance to what I'm doing today. My name is actually Shuch, and people call me in different names: Shuch, Sue, Suchi, and I'm sure people in the audience who know me before, they might be thinking, is he Sue or is he Shuch? But I think when I reflect back, this is how my life has evolved. Perhaps just like my name, because I think there's a bit of personality to every name people call me and every evolution that has happened in my life so far, which is not a bad thing either, because when I look back, I see every evolution has brought in a change in me. And every change has opened new doors for me, sometimes disrupting my status quo and every single notion of my harness. So that's how I define myself, and this is who I am. In terms of probably Yana, sorry, can go back to the next slide, because when I define myself, I probably think of three main things: that I love to dream, and I'm persistent with my dreams, and I'm persistent turning my dreams into reality through my hard work. And of course, I'm a free thinker, or you call myself more like a nonconformist. It might sound a bit of negativity, but yes, I am. And especially people around me, my family, my husband, they know me very well that I am known for breaking all taboos. And that's what probably brings me to what I'm doing today to a certain extent. Now, I'll probably share with you two episodes of my life, and I think it's very important in shaping me what I'm doing today. One I call it as my childhood calling, and the other one, the inner calling that I had in mid 30s. So let's go back to my childhood calling, and I was age 4 or 5 years, and but I still vividly remember that flash of the moment, even though I was at that point 5 years of age. It was me and my mom who were both traveling, and I don't know if my mom has joined in today. If she managed to get through the internet and joined the link here, she will remember as well. It's in Kolkata, from where I belong, and I was traveling to my grandma's house. Me and my mom are both sitting in a public bus, in the ladies' seat, being privileged there. But it was a jam packed bus, and not a single inch there was a gap between people standing there. Literally, they were all huddling over each other and very tired faces. So I asked my mom that, Mom, where are all these people going? My mom said, they're all returning back from work. And I asked her, so they do this every day? And should I do this every day? And she's like, yes, when you grow up, that's how life is. Like, you get a job in government service, get into a fixed routine, and unfortunately, you have to go through this routine every day, and life is not easy, huh? So I thought about it, and I told my mom, because I think I've been a nonconformist since my childhood that way, that, Mom, I'm not doing this. And she's like, so what do you want to do? And I told her, look, I do want to have enough flexibility in my life. And I do want to bring enough flexibility to these people around me. and at the same time get enough cash. So that's what I want to do. But I feel like that was a very desperate calling at that age of 5. And of course, at that time, I didn't know how and what and all the norms behind it. But I knew for sure at that time, I want to be different and I want to have enough flexibility and I want to bring flexibility to my society and to my community. So that was one calling that I had. Now, the next one, which was in my mid 30s, and that was more when I was in my Harvard Business School campus, when I was finishing my management program there. So one Sunday morning, it was a winter morning. We had a jam-packed, challenging week just before that. So I woke up and I wanted to freshen up my mind. So I came out of my room and I sat there's a bench there. People, I think there are some of my Harvard friends who have joined in today, so they can relate it more. So there was a bench outside the library and I was sitting there. The Charles River was flowing by and there was absolute silence in that morning. I looked around and all of a sudden I just had tears in my eyes. And for a minute, I'm like, why even I'm crying? Then I realized that those tears are for my gratitude towards my life. And those tears are for my acknowledgement of the opportunity that I had to be here today. And those tears are for my gratitude towards my life. And those tears are for my acknowledgement of the
Can you still
opportunity
hear?
that I had. Did I lose everyone? Am I
We
back?
just lost you for like 10 seconds.
Okay, fine. Sorry. So what I was saying is, in that silence, I had a desperate calling because while I had tears of gratitude and acknowledgement, and at the same point and same moment, I knew that I want to give back to the community. And when I mean giving back to the community, I wanted to empower community. And at that point, I realized that the time has come to give back to the community and do something that benefits the community, do something that benefits the underprivileged. Because at that point in my time, I felt that I'm privileged. So it's my duty and responsibility to help out the underprivileged in the society who might get better chance if we can extend support. So so that's basically the my I call it my second inner calling of my life that shaped me to do what we are doing today, which is what is and that's how basically OggeeO was born, because I feel like OggeeO was very appropriate in my time of my life because I came back from the campus. But I must also say that while I was in the campus, I actually bumped into my business partner. His name is Pranav, and we were not supposed to meet. Because he's from a different batch, I'm from a different batch, but I think the stars were just aligned and OggeeO was meant to happen. So I met him, and he comes with years of experience in retail and supply chain from US market. And I had this great passion for uplifting community, bringing convenience to people, and make them earn in a flexible and sustainable manner. So that's how the fusion of both of our intents, dedication, and passion created OggeeO, which is a tech platform that does crowdsourced storage and same day delivery. I'll just pause there for a minute. I don't know any, because can I ask questions here, Yana? Yes.
No, you need to present for 15 minutes.
Okay, fine. Sorry, because before I get into it, I was trying to do a quick round of voting with the audience here.
Yeah, let's do voting. Yes, yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Okay.
let's do voting.
My question to all of you over here is, how many of you realize that you do have extra space in your home? Do you have extra space in your home? If yes, you can put up your hand. If no, that's fine. And when I say extra space, it could be a garage, or it could be just a space in your bedroom. It could be if you are working in an office, like like you have got a commercial store, there might be some extra space out there, but you might not have even realized that the space is out there and there is some opportunity to do something. Anyone? No one? Everyone's house is fully jam-packed.
Tinesh saying 5. Tinesh, that's a squaw, not how many rooms you have.
He has got 5 rooms. I should contact him.
We'll count it as a 5. I think people in Sydney probably don't have as much spot. Oh, Dan saying yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Since they know, yeah. So I think people here are saying yes. Yes,
good.
Rashmi has some. Here we go. So now we know who's in Sydney, who's not.
Oh, thank you. That's good. I could see majority of the people, at least here, who voted have got space. Excellent. So, which is good, because sometimes we don't even realize how much space we do have in our life, in our homes, and there is a great opportunity to optimize in certain form and shape. So the reason I asked is OggeeO is all about optimizing the space and monetizing the space that we have, and create earning opportunity for common people likes of you and me, single parents, underprivileged immigrants who are coming into the country and trying to get a foot through their door. If you have got space, we are here to monetize it for you. Now, in terms of how we do it, there is a bigger driver to it, because our main business driver is reimagining the last mile same day delivery. Now, in terms of what we are trying to do is same day delivery is a thing here. I know, like, if it happens with me very often. In fact, it happened because I was traveling from Sydney to Melbourne and I wanted a dress, because all of a sudden I realized I don't have a dress for my corporate events here. But when I was going through the shopping list, the website and all, and I'm like, oh, I love one. But then when I looked at the delivery side of it, it'll take another 5 days for me to reach, which did not work for me. And at that point, I thought, wish I could have just got it today. So that's basically, we try to get to the end consumers. Like, on one hand, we are monetizing the extra space that we have got with people like of us. And on the other hand, we are helping retailers do the same day delivery by storing these inventories in these people's spaces. So that's all is this OggeeO all about. And the tech platform is connecting the retailer with the most suitable partner that we have got in every suburb, and based on the product types and their space availability. I'll just pause there. Any questions, or from especially the audience?
We'll take the questions again.
We'll take the questions later.
Yep.
So I think I kind of touched on the problem statement, because today the same day delivery is expensive. I don't know if any one of you have done same day delivery, but then if you want something, you probably need to shell more than $20, $25 range if you want something to get it delivered to you. So we are trying to solve that problem space, where we are bringing in same day delivery cheaper and in a much more convenient and reliable way to the end consumers. Also, one thing you must have all experienced, that same day delivery is not available to all postcodes. Like probably the metros have got same day delivery. Like I use Iconic. I love Iconic. But then if you look at Iconic, they have got a same day delivery category of the products. But those are limited only to the Sydney Metro, Melbourne Metro, or Brisbane. So in our model, what we try to do is we have kind of extended it through our partnership model to all the postcodes across Australia. So no matter wherever you are, you get the products the same day that you want. Even if it is in Queensland, even if it's Western Australia, even if it is in regional NSW, we have got the products for you being delivered the same day you want. Now, and so that's basically the problem and the solution we are solving here. In terms of where we are at today, we are piloting it out, as we say, in Sydney and Canberra and Melbourne. It's very exciting times for us, because we are working with a bunch of retailers, and we have got our partners spread across these 3 major cities where we have rolled out our product, and we are operationalizing. And the intent is, once we get into the, after we cover the
We lost you for 10 seconds.
I think I lost again. Am I back?
5 seconds. Yeah, you're back.
Fine. Good. The other aspect that I wanted to cover is the green last mile same day delivery part, which is one of our key drivers as well, which covers the sustainability aspect. And what I mean by that is we work with partners. Of course, there are certain partners who have got solar panels, as an example. And what that means is the storage that is happening in their garage or in their room is through the solar panel, and there's a big drop in carbon reduction, in carbon emission when it comes to the last mile delivery. That is one aspect of it. Now, there's another aspect which we work with our partners, and we have make it a principle, is the trip chaining. Because the product is literally in your garage, if you're getting the orders, you don't need to go make separate trips to deliver each and every order, because we make sure that all the orders are within 10 kilometers of the partner's radius. And that's why you see these bubble concepts here, because not that every part, like the partners don't need to cross these bubbles here. And what it happens is there's a concept called trip chaining. What that means is either you can take all the orders at the end of the day and deliver it, or even if you're going to Kohl's, Woolies, when you get the order, get it from your garage, put it in your car and deliver it. So that's where we are covering the sustainability measures as well, in terms of how what are those most sustainable way to actually reduce carbon in every trip or every order that you are delivering it out there. So that's basically the value proposition. And I want to just say, in terms of the costing as well for same day delivery, we are doing the same day delivery at the ground shipping cost, which is what is one of the biggest benefits to the retailers when it comes to their value proposition in addition to the proximity of their products to the end consumers. So there's a cost element, and there is also the same day delivery element as well, that plays both hand in hand, which is where it becomes a very attractive proposition to the retailers. So that's basically what we are doing. I already talked about the storage and the delivery part. One thing that I would also like to mention is when we started working with the retailers, we got a great response from a bunch of retailers, the small businesses, but they do want to scale up in foreign markets. Over here, like obviously US is our use case, because they find this model flexible and very nimble in terms of scaling up their business in foreign countries where they don't have a footprint, because for them it becomes a great value proposition in terms of reduction of the fulfillment cost, storage cost, and doing same day delivery at the ground shipping. So that's another, I would say, revenue stream and an uplift as well, because I see this as a great economic uplift, especially for us, because we have been working with the Australian small businesses. So I see there's a huge promotion of that happening when they want to get to the US market and use their model. So that's basically the services that we are providing. In terms of, I think I already touched in terms of the piloting that's on. Just to give you some numbers here, in Sydney at this point, we have got 17 plus partners with approximately 5,000 square feet of storage space, and we are providing same-day delivery within 15 kilometers of radius. As we speak, we are growing partners in Canberra and Melbourne. And yes, one of our key retailers whose annual revenue is $65 million over is one of our key retailers, but at the same time, we have started working with other retailers, so it's just growing day by day. Just moving on to the team aspect, because I'm just checking on the time. Sorry, I know I'm a bit rushing up. So we have got I would say, a very strong team. So Pranav is my business partner, whom I mentioned. And then we do have a set of advisors who are also supporting us and very closely involved on our day-to-day activities. We do have Professor Gunnar, who is head of climate change and sustainability from Harvard Business School. We do have Dawn. She comes with a lot of retail experience. I've got Matthew, who is our Harvard friend, but then he's based in Melbourne, and he comes with years of experience in logistics and warehousing. And we also have got Jiku, who has got a lot of experience in the startup world. So that's our team. And in terms of knowing more about OggeeO, especially the audience who have joined in, feel free to go to our website, scan the code, and we will be in touch with you. I think I'm just in time, Sarah.
Perfect. Shuch, thank you so much. So yeah, just got on this 15, 16 minutes mark. So guys, before we'll take the questions from the audience, we'll do the scoring first, because we want to vote for the presentation. To keep it fair, it's like that you had this 15 minutes, so we're gonna do the voting on these 15 minutes, and then we'll go to answer a few additional questions. So while judges putting the score for me, I'll just gonna remind to the audience. So what you need to do, you need to, here we go, I'll just put you here so that you need to vote from 1 to 5, whereas the 1 is the lowest, 5 is the highest. And the criteria that we voting on is first innovation, creativity. So basically, think about, is this idea innovative or unique? Did the speaker provide some new insights or perspective on familiar topic? Maybe introduce some new concepts. The second criteria is engagement and audience impact. Was this presentation engaging? Did you feel like you want to keep listening? Did the speaker use some analogy, storytelling, explain complex concept in a interesting way? Maybe use some multimedia elements and so on. And the last one is the problem solving and the critical thinking. Did the speaker clearly define the problem? Was the problem solved? Did you understand the solutions, learnings? So was it clearly defined? So what you need to do to vote, you just need to put 3 numbers in the comments based on these criteria. So you can put, 555, 111, 432, whatever comes in your mind. And while you guys voting and remember, there is a prize for audience favorites. So if you're not voting, Shuch not getting some extra bonuses from the audience. So make sure to vote. So while you guys there, I'm just gonna look at our judges scoring. Oh, my spreadsheet not calculating it. Here we go. Perfect. So guys, waiting for you. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so I think a few people is ready now. I think we'll start with and please. I'll just bring your score on the screen. I'm multitasking. Here we go. Please, and give us your feedback.
Thank you. So the score of 343. So beginning with the 3 on the innovation and creativity, a couple of things that came to mind for me were similar types, but sort of concepts with maybe what Amazon have those lockers that might be located in different suburbs, and then also some of the Australia Post options as well. So what it would have been nice is to see a little bit of a contrast between those services and obviously what the key benefits of the OggeeO experience is, and also from the customer point of view. A couple of other things just to understand a little bit more about the financial model. It would sort of maybe make it a bit more compelling for someone like me who may have some space to offer it up for being part of that delivery network. On the engagement and audience impact, I think it was, you had a great start. It was very warming and welcoming, just to have a little bit of an insight and background to your upbringing and how the idea came to be. So I thought, that was nice, and that certainly pulled me into the presentation there, Shuch. And then finally, with the last category here on the problem solving and critical thinking, whilst I understood what the problem was and how it was solved, I'm still looking for that unique comparison to possibly what may also be out there in the market. So overall, I gave you the 3, the 4, and then the 3. So well done, and thank you for stepping forward.
Thank you. And thank you for your feedback. We'll go with Natasha next, please.
Thanks. Okay, well done, Shuch. I know it's scary, but it's good to get it out there and get comments back. My general feedback was that I found it quite hard to follow your story. It felt a little bit disjointed. I couldn't draw sort of a direct line from your childhood to the business and what we were doing. And I think you could sort of tighten it up a little bit, maybe less about your personal story and more about the business and how that works. And in terms of putting the story forward, I got really confused for a while about what it was. It was sort of, we can pay you for your storage, we're helping immigrants, but then we also have same day delivery and we're serving retailers. And I was like, so it took me a while to actually understand what your business was. Like Ant, I really wanted to know what the unit economics was. I mean, I guess I'm always going to go to the business because that's my interest and my focus. But how much are people paying, getting paid for their storage, and how much are retailers paying? What's that delta and what's the delivery? So generally my feedback in those areas sort of reflected how easily I could understand those things. But I did think also with the visuals, you could have really have used some great hero shots and things like that to get your story across. But generally it was a unique idea. I hadn't seen that before. So hopefully you keep going with it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Natasha. And Sean, please, over to you.
Hey, Shuch, thanks for sharing your idea with us. I felt like it was a pretty unique presentation and idea. I like the concept. I like that you're trying to explore something where you feel like there may be some opportunity and a problem to solve. I will echo some of the other feedback from the judges, and that is that felt like you spent a lot of time talking about yourself, which I think is, it's good to have that context. But I've had a short attention span. I actually started to drift off. And so drawing that line between your story and what we're here to hear about the pitch and what you're providing, I kind of got lost. And I think, maybe sharpening that would help. You also started to run out of time because you spent so much time talking about yourself. So I think just shifting sort of the allocation of time would be beneficial for your audience. I also had some of the same questions around what's the your monetization strategy here. As Ant touched on, there's Amazon, there's Australia Post that offer potentially similar services. With LPMs, for example, LPOs, local post offices in various regions. The other thing that you didn't touch on is I feel like there's a weakness around inventory, right? So how are you forecasting what inventory needs to be at what location to then guarantee same day delivery? Didn't touch on those things. I think that if you are able to compare what exists in the market versus what you're providing that's new and how you're going to address some really common challenges around same day delivery, I think that would be vital for anyone that's looking to invest in your organization. But otherwise, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So it's the tough judging panel as usual. And this show, we trying to dig into all the details. So there is a great feedback in the comments as well Tinesh is saying 555 and plus bonus 5. Andrew 433. Caesar 544. Anna, Rashi, Subrata. Thank you guys for voting. That's been great. Mark has voted. Vito, Arafat's here as well. So thank you guys for voting. We will be taking all your votes into consideration and we're picking our winner at end of the year. And Shuch, there is a few questions here in the audience that if you can quickly answer for us as well. Rashmi is asking, does being involved mean being able to provide storage area and delivery, or can it be only providing extra space in the house for storage only?
No, so it's a combination of both. So the person who is hosting the space is delivering as well within that boundary of 15 kilometers. That is number one. Number two is in terms of the pricing strategy, yes, we do have the details. So if anyone is interested offline, I'm happy to talk and explain how we are paying the partners versus what we are doing with the retailers. And so in terms, So sorry, Rashmi, so going back to your question. So the person who is hosting the space is delivering as well. And this is one of the differences that we see from Amazon, likes of Amazon, because as you know, in Amazon and other services, it goes through multiple hands because there's a separate warehouse for storage, there's a separate warehouse for collection, there's a separate hands happening to take that inventory from the warehouse to multiple locations. And for us, it's all seamless because it doesn't cross through multiple hands. And that's one of the value propositions which helps us to become reliable and seamless and economical at the same time.
Perfect. Thank you. And we have one more question from the audience. Pass is asking, why would other delivery services not just build in the idea into the business structure?
Sorry, why would other not just build into this business structure? So look, I mean, it's a very good question because it basically says what's the threat that we do have in the market. So I would say that being the market leader and being the thought provoker in this space and working with an extensive network of partners, we always have an advantage. And as you know, most of the people coming here from the tech background, that being the market leader, we do have the enormous data set at this point, which any player will take some time to get into that space. That is number one. And the data is our IP in that extent, because the data is telling us at the end of the day that who is my most suitable retailer in a place like, say, for example, Surrey Hills, who is my most suitable partner to store, for an example, the most selling Nike shoe. So based on the space specifications, based on the partner profile, the data is connecting the retailer type and the product types that the retailer wants to store in those areas and deliver. If that makes sense. Yeah. Because I see a lot of
So guys, obviously you are welcome to take all the questions offline. Maybe quickly just reply to this question, just basically yes, no kind of thing. Do you need particular insurance for the storage and delivery?
We do. So our company OggeeO covers, we do have a blanket insurance for storage and delivery, and we do cover it up to a certain extent. So that way we make sure that the inventories that are storing at partners' houses is safe and secured, and it covers any circumstances from your theft, damage, or any kind of public liability.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to leave them in the comments. We can always take them offline. So you're obviously more than welcome to connect with Shuch on LinkedIn as well. And, she's more than happy to answer any further questions. So just quickly from the judges, do you have any quick questions for Shuch before we're wrapping up? Sean, do you have some questions?
I'm sure we will all have, because I'm sure the idea is pretty innovative and no one has done in the market. So happy to answer all your questions, because as we said, we are full on into operations. So all the details around financial model and pricing is all out there. But I just feel like at this point, because we're piloting it out, it's not very appropriate to share publicly, but happy to answer all your questions if you touch me offline.
Yeah, perfect. So, and also obviously we, the time to wrap up the show as well. So guys, as I said, please keep voting. You can still keep voting. I'm still counting these votes. It's in the comments. And also, guys, obviously it takes a lot of courage to share, your personal story, your idea, especially in front of the, such a judging panel here. So we all, I guess, experience a bit of a, fear of public speaking and being evaluated by others. So I do encourage you, rather than dwelling on these fears, let's focus on the opportunity to come to the show and share your ideas and receive the feedback. So basically, everyone who's listening, if you are a tech startup founder with some game-changing solution, or maybe you just tech enthusiast with some side hustle that burning inside you, I do encourage you to come and apply to be on our show. So obviously it's a great way to test your idea and get some invaluable feedback straight away. So basically, you can always go to our website, You Got Tech Talent, and you can fill the application form. Or the easiest way, just message me on LinkedIn. So you can connect with me, Jana Martins. I'm there. So you probably see me on LinkedIn often. So please just message me, and I can take you through the process. So guys, as I mentioned, also we're running the show monthly. We already have a speaker for the next. Episode. So let me bring it to the screen. So as I mentioned, it's the last Thursday of each month. So next episode will be on 28th of September. 28th of September, 12 p.m. as usual, Thursday lunchtime. And Steven will be talking about his fintech startup that basically come up with an innovative solution for seamless recurring payments. So enable customers to set up automatic payments without sharing payment details. So that will be the topic of our next show. So 28th of September, please make sure to save it in your calendars. And the one more thing before we wrap up, I want to mention, it's also for all of those startup people out there. If you are building your startup right now, make sure if you get surprised, feeling overwhelmed by your recent cloud bill, we got some great news for you. You can apply for Akamai Cloud Computing Rise program, where you can be eligible to receive up to 120K in cloud credits. So, and giving your brilliant idea some healthy boost. So if your service is cloud-based and you're looking for some alternative cloud solution for your startup, please don't hesitate to contact Fastlane, or you can contact Ant as well. He's definitely can help you to understand how you can apply and how you can receive some credits for your startup. And you wanted to quickly add anything, or?
Yeah, no, I think it's just a great way for startups to tap into a great open source platform. Akamai Technologies has the world's largest distributed network. So in terms of your global reach and also delivering a very low latency, high performing experience for your consumers, certainly something worth considering.
I'm sure if you connect with Sean as well, he can give you some ideas how Stripe can help you to get the payments for your startup as well. So we definitely have a great ecosystem here, guys. So if you on your startup journey, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you everyone who's saying thanks in the comments. Good luck to Shuch. Well done. Thank you. Anna saying we'll contact you offline. Here we go. So perfect. More questions coming your way. And guys, again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me here today at this beautiful lunchtime in Sydney or wherever you are today. Thank you so much for our judging panel to putting putting your time today. Obviously, Shuch, great presentation. Thank you so much for putting yourself out there and presenting today. Thank you, everyone. Is anyone have any last words before we finish?
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Sean, Natasha, and it was lovely. It was a great experience to just put it out there. Thank you for your feedback.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. And I'll see everyone on the 28th of September for the episode 7. Stay tuned. See you.